Hello everybody, it's Caroline here again from Kelvindale Kids at Home. Another week gone, it goes faster and faster, doesn't it? And that's the end of Christian Aid Week. We're getting to the end of Christian Aid Week. And I hope that you had a good week at home. I'm just wondering whether or not any of you managed to actually do any of the activities that Wendy was telling you about last week. Could raise money through doing quizzes. I know that we're all doing masses of quizzes, aren't we? So it's a good way to raise money for Christian Aid. The other thing was sending the letters for creation. There was all sorts of things you could do to let the governments know that children like Michael in Kenya are having great difficulty in getting fresh water, and hopefully being able to encourage governments to help countries like Kenya in getting clean water. And then there was the activity sheets, the Christian Aid activity sheets that we've done at the Sunday Club before, and hopefully you've been able to have a go at some of those. They're easy enough to print off from the Christian Aid website, so hope you've managed to do some of that. And all of these things all link in very well with the message from this week, which is, believe it or not, the 6th week after Easter. Easter seems so long ago, doesn't it? But the message is all about the Holy Spirit, and it's all about how Jesus is promising to send the Holy Spirit to be with us and help us forever. And we have to think, what is the Holy Spirit really? So we're going to have a look at that. We'll listen to the story for today. I'll tell you a little bit about what the Holy Spirit is. And then I'll show you a wee activity that you can do to maybe put in your windows to show how we're all caring for each other. Okay? So this is the story for today. Okay, here we go. One day Jesus said to his disciples, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments." Those are his rules, remember. "Although I am going away in a little while, I will not leave you on your own. I'm going to ask God the Father to send you an advocate." It's like the Holy Spirit is the advocate who is going to speak for God. "It is the Spirit of truth, and it will stay with you forever." He continued, "The world is not ready for the Holy Spirit because it does not see or know God's Spirit, but you will know the Holy Spirit because it will live in you." Jesus said, "The world will not see me once I have gone away, but you will see me. On that day you will know that I have returned to my Father, and you will know that I live through you, and you live through me. There are other people," he added, "who also love me and keep my commandments. They are loved by both me and my Father, and I will show myself to them." Okay, so the commandments that we talked about, rules to follow in life, which have been given by God, and it's all about the things that I constantly talk to you about living in the right way, in Jesus's way. And really, the Holy Spirit is something that's within you, and it's given to you as a Christian, and it's within your heart, and it's like an invisible power, and it's like the influence of God really to help you to make the right decisions, to do the right things, and it basically teaches you everything and helps you to remember all we need to know and do to be good Christians. So things like being honest and kind and truthful, but also helping others. So we have been helping others a lot recently with Christian Aid. You've all been putting your rainbows up in the windows because we've been being helped by the NHS and all those key workers. And for those of you that are going to school, the wonderful teachers that are teaching you, either at school or at home, because I know that a lot of you are actually learning on computers as well. And I've got good influences, and teachers letting you know what to do so that you don't have to sit at home and not have things to do. So I know you like doing lots of good and exciting and fun things at school, as well as learning lots of things. So we'll try and teach you a little bit each week about the Christian message. And as I say, all today is around about the Holy Spirit. But we've got a wee activity that you can do, and you can hopefully do this at home, and it's fairly straightforward, but you could put them up in your windows. I would absolutely love to see some when I'm going on my daily walk, if I see some of these little things around. Now I'll show you now, instead of speaking in riddles, okay? and I have come a bit better prepared than I was last time with my biscuits, and keep adding my ice and sugar forever and ever. So this time I've got like one we prepared earlier, but I'll show it you all in stages, and it's a very, very straightforward activity. Okay, so putting this down to show you. So we have here, you have an A4 piece of paper, so you know, a normal sheet of paper like that. You just fold in half, okay? So when you've folded it in half and you cut it, you end up with a strip like that, okay? So what you then do is you fold it to one edge, short edge to short edge, okay? And then fold it, and then in the same direction, fold it again, okay? Hope you're following this all right. As I say, it has to be very simple for me to be able to do it. And then, so now you've got this, you've got your folded bit of paper that we've just shown you, okay? So what you then do is you draw the outline of a figure on it. Hopefully you can see that well. So obviously that can be a male or a female figure at the moment, because it's just a basic figure. So you draw that on your paper, okay, with a pencil or a pen. Then you take your scissors, safety scissors if you're at home, you know, like with the rounded ends, or get your mum and dad to help you, or whoever's looking after you. And then you cut out all around here, cut out between the legs here. What you have to be very, very careful about is make sure that when you cut to the edge here, okay, that you go all the way to the edge, okay? And what you'll end up with then is one like that, okay? So you've got this figure here, and you've cut round, and these are the edges of the paper, like I was showing you on this, okay? So you've got the edge of the paper, so you cut around it. I'm going to push you up now again. Here I am again. Got this here. So then what you do, pull that down. You then can open it out, and they're all holding hands. I'm sure you've done this before. I don't know, they've maybe done it quite a while back again at the Sunday Club, but it's showing that we're all united, we're all helping each other. And what you can then do is you can decorate these. If you draw, you can make one of them your mum, your dad, brothers, sisters, or just all you and your friends, or whatever you want to do. And then you could stick those four. They're not very big if your mum and dad let you. So next to all your beautiful rainbow pictures that I see all around, you can put these up on the window. So stick them up like that, and we'll be able to see that you are a loving, caring person that's united to help everybody. And at this Christian Aid Week, we couldn't have a better symbol, could we, to show that we're all together and we're all fighting to get things right, and make sure that we're all protected in God's love. Okay, so I'll look forward to seeing some of those, right? So I know the ones that are unlikely to do it, and I know where you all stay, so I can all run around and look to find these little figures. You don't have to do them, but it would be lovely to see them, and it's a nice simple exercise for you to do. Okay, so there we go. So in this next weird week that we've had, again, just to say that we're thinking about you, that we hope you're all okay. Don't hesitate to contact us if there's anything that we can do to help you, but continue to help your mums and dads and your families as much as you can in this funny times, and things will get back to normal one day, guys. Okay, but it's lovely talking to you. Take care, and see you again soon.